Hi, welcome everyone. It is so good to be here. It feels like it's been a little while. I feel like I say that pretty often. Um, but I'm really so glad to be here. So let's see who's here. We have Carl from miserable day in South Wales, sending you some sunshine and love, Carl. Ellie from New York, Ted from Sweden, and Eileen from Stamford, Connecticut. Welcome, welcome. I am actually coming at you from Lake Arrowhead, which is like 2 and some change hours in the mountains outside of Los Angeles. Our kids have been at sleepaway camp in Big Bear, and we're picking them up later today. And so Elisha and I have taken a few days on our own, which has been really just so lovely. And it's so beautiful to be on a lake and in the mountains and just having a bit of time to connect and restore. And so let's see who else is here. We have Julia from Raleigh, Rachel from hot Switzerland. Yes, all from New York. We have Sandy. Hi, Sandy from Foothills Ranch. Brenda from lower Delaware. Yes, I can imagine. And Sarah from rainy Toronto. Welcome. Hi, it's so good to be here. So, I was inspired today to talk about our relationship to our bodies and these beautiful, complicated, imperfect bodies that house our hearts and our souls and our ever-changing relationship with them. I was sitting with one of my clients recently who is so beautiful and so strong, and yet was really struggling with loving and accepting her body. And it just made me really just stop for a moment. And obviously this is nothing new, and certainly as a woman, it's nothing new. But we all have a complex relationship with our bodies. Even if we eat healthy and take care of ourselves, either we don't like parts of our bodies, or we've had pain, or our bodies don't work in the ways that we want them to do, or we've had health issues or cancer or injuries or diseases. And our bodies sometimes don't live up in the ways that we want them to. And it's hard and it's complicated. And it's a challenge to both accept our bodies for as they are and the truth in every moment, because there's really nothing we can do to change it. Obviously, we can do things to help ourselves be healthier, but whatever struggle we're going through is what's happening in this moment. And to be able to start to work with just acceptance, because each body is so different and so remarkable. I remember when my kids would read Harry Potter, and in it, the body could heal itself. Obviously, in Harry Potter, it was much more rapid than it is in real life, but our bodies heal themselves. I recently had to have surgery on my foot, and it was unbelievable just to watch the process. The surgeon sent me a picture of the incision open, which was a little intense to see. But going from that to now, having a fairly, not even that visible scar, and the internal is still healing, but it's remarkable what our bodies can do. And that even with the pain and the diseases and the cancer and the injuries and the bigger thighs than you want, or the stubbier this than you want, or the little belly, or whatever it is that doesn't quite feel right, they are remarkable and they are yours. Each of us are so different and so powerful in our ways of just showing up in the world, and our bodies want to serve us. And it's also our job to tend to them and take care of them. And so today I want to do a compassionate, appreciative gratitude body scan. And so we will sort of intermix those words, and I invite you to, because you know your body best and the parts of your body that you may struggle with, either in how you see yourself and don't like about yourself, or struggle with because there's pain and there's challenges in that part of the body that we get to. And so I'm going to offer these different words, but please trust yourself and use the word that feels most right. Whether it's accepting that part of your body, loving that part of your body, having gratitude or compassion for the struggle that it's had, allow your own wisdom to come forward as we move through this. And so I'm going to start and end with a poem. And let's see, it's called I Wonder by Rose Diamond. I wonder, do butterflies realize their beauty, the wonderful way in which they fly? Or do they compare themselves to every insect, wondering if they should hide their colorful wings would die? Do they admire their wings' softness, their calming pattern soft and light? Or do they think there's something wrong with them, if there's something faulty with their size? Do they hate carrying the weight of those stunning patterned wings? Do they ask themselves, why don't they look the same? Or do they realize it's because they're queens? Do they recognize they have nothing to be jealous of, that they are special and unique, and those wings are part of who they are, and without them, they would just be weak? Do butterflies realize their wings' beauty and know they need them to reach the sky? Because without them, they would be incomplete and would remain butter without fly. So just taking a breath in and receiving those beautiful words. And I invite us each now to find the most comfortable position. Let yourself lie back, rest, be supported, gathering any pillows or blankets you might need. Really inviting your body to rest and receive. And if you're at all afraid, you might fall asleep. If you're in the lying down position, it's helpful just to have your arm up, keeping your elbow by your side and just having your forearm and hand up. So it just keeps you a little bit more alert. These are the little tricks we learn along the way. So I hope each of you have been able to find your most comfortable position where you feel supported and open. And we're going to begin with 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing in, allowing the belly to fill completely. And breathing out, allowing it to deflate completely. Breathing in. Breathing out. And now inviting your breath to find its natural rhythm. Inviting the body to soften with each breath. into the couch or floor, or bed or chair, wherever you are. There's so many layers of releasing and softening. And with each breath, arriving in this moment, in this body, your beautiful, precious body that only belongs to you. Special and unique in its footprint and fingerprint, and the shape and size and color. All the ways your body has fed you, clothed you, bathed you, connected and held and embraced and been embraced by loved ones, snuggled with fur babies, real babies, laid on the grass, felt the metal of a swing on a swing set as you clutched ever so tightly as you went higher and higher. The wheel of a car, papers and books, a fork as you feed yourself, the ability to chew and taste the most delicious food and swallow your digestion, even if imperfect at times, turning food into energy. Your systems of elimination. When you've been cut or a bone has been broken, the miraculous way your body can heal. Again, albeit imperfectly sometimes. Our bodies are incredible in their capacities to be stretched and moved, and for utility and for beauty. And so before we start to move into each part of the body, just take in the whole and marvel, if possible, in your heart. At your one precious body. And taking a big breath in and audibly exhale. Releasing that next layer of holding. As we start from the top of the head, releasing, letting the scalp be soft, and the ears drop. Inviting all the micro muscles of your face to release. This head of ours, it holds so much. Our ears, so that which we can hear. And if you have lost your hearing at all, to be the ever more grateful for that which you can hear and that which you have heard in the past. And a reminder to find your own path in this meditation, in the words that feel most true and needed for you, for each part in this moment. And our eyes in which we see the world, most of us not perfectly and in need of glasses or contacts or cataract surgeries. And yet still, a place of gratitude for that which we can see with the clarity that we do have. And our nose that smells all the myriad of scents in the world, from repulsive and disgusting to enchanting and delicious, that conjure up memories of childhood, of a perfect moment, of a perfect bite. And our mouth, our ability to taste when food has gone bad, when food is fresh and delicious in an array of flavors that come together, woven into just the perfect bite. In your teeth, even if you have fake teeth, which I know some of us do, the ability to chew the food, in our throat to swallow, in the esophagus to take it down, all the way down into our digestive systems. Again, our beautiful complex bodies can be imperfect at times, but that is the nature of our being. And so instead of berating ourselves for when we get it wrong or don't do it right, it's altering the relationship so we honor when we do and recognize when we don't and check in to see what we need. Tapping back up into the shoulders, part of our body that can often hold the weight of the world, and appreciating its ability and all the ways it supports us, and also giving it permission to rest in this moment. In the upper back and chest, which houses two of our most vital organs, our heart and our lungs, our two life sources. Sensing in now to the beat of your own heart. Noticing if it's fast or slow, the rhythmic nature of it. And how it happens with no help of your own. It just is beating. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Appreciating each heartbeat because it means we're alive and each day is a new beginning, opening up to the preciousness that is this life. And our lungs that we can fill with oxygen. And sometimes we can feel out of breath. Our breath can be belabored. It can be deep and restorative. And the ribs that house and protect both the heart and the lungs. Sensing into that place of gratitude for all that these two vital organs do. And then shifting awareness to the arms and the hands. Whether this is a part of your body in which you feel strong or weak, that you feel proud of or judge, or that you perhaps have pain in, or arthritis. Taking stock for the span of your life, all that your arms and hands and fingers and fingertips have done to support you. It's truly endless. And shifting now into your hip region and including the belly and the lower back, which houses our digestive system and systems of elimination, as well as reproductive organs. And this is an area of the body that many, if not most, have a complicated relationship with. Whether it's because you judge the way you look on the outside, or you have had trouble having children or have had trauma in some way, a sexual trauma, if your digestive system has been challenging, if you've had urinary tract infections, there's so many ways in which this part of the body is complicated. And yet, our bodies try to do the very best that they can to serve us with what they've got: genetics, availability to food, and access. And so, sending this part of your body so much love and compassion. And if it feels right, even placing a hand on the lower belly. Again, trusting your own self on what you need right now. You can always come back to the breath as an anchor. Now moving down the legs into the feet and the ankles, including the knees. Oh, these legs that for most of us have helped us walk across the world. When we were young, jump in puddles and climb clay structures, jump on our parents' backs, crawl on the ground, wobble as we learn to walk and find our footing. And for many of us, as we age, they don't quite work as well. The joints can ache. We need more tending. And for some, you might not be able to walk anymore, and feeling the loss of that. And holding it all and inviting compassion and gratitude and love. And within all of that, acceptance of what is. Because our greatest key to inner freedom is a loving, compassionate acceptance. And releasing now your attention on any one part of the body. And holding the fullness of your miraculous, beautiful, incredible, divine, light-filled body. And the heart and soul and mind that it houses. in the veins and bones and fascia and joints and brain and mind and organs. It's unbelievable. This body that holds each of our hearts and souls, unique unto us. And take one more big breath in and audibly exhale. And I'm going to read a different poem now to bring this to a close. This Body by Stefanie Goldstein. Every morning I make love to this body. I used to treat her like a suit of armor, cold, detached, disposable, replaceable. I wake her up every morning. I play with her, stretch, push. I allow her new experiences. Fill every crevice with gratitude. I nourish her out of love. I am gentle with her. I push her limits, but allow for healing and rest. I am one with her. We are one. And of course, you can replace her with him or they or myself. And so if your eyes were closed, I invite you to gently open your eyes. Allow your precious body to move and stretch in whatever way it so desires. And just take some time as you transition from this practice that might have felt nourishing and delicious or hard and triggering, and allow your experience to be what it is, and greet yourself right where you are with acceptance and love and compassion. And I invite you to see how you can bring this with you as you move into your day and into the next week, and see if this can be an anchor or a shift in some way to greet your body with more love and compassion and acceptance. And I would love to hear how this touched you. And let's see the reference to the poems in the chat again. Yes, appreciate the slow pace of the body skin. Yes. Carmichael, oh, Houston, I'm from Texas. I totally know that. You are very welcome, Barbara. The poems today are wonderful and nourishing and delicious, as you say. Oh, you are very welcome, Sandy and Gwen. In May, I like the idea of greeting my body with more playfulness and gentleness. Yes, Portia, struggling physically. I understand. I'm so glad this was helpful. And Molly, you're very welcome. And Erica, so are you. And so I will share these poems. Let's see. Maybe if I just do the link here. There is one. And then this one I'll share the link. There's other poems on this one as well. I chose the one by Stefanie Goldstein, as I mentioned. And Carl, you're so welcome. And Sarah, thank you for accepting our aging bodies. Yeah, they are. And, I'm in my 40s and I know I have a long way to go, but I also know my body is not what it once was. And it really is just that interchanging relationship of feeling frustrated and like it's hard, and then coming back to, but it is what it is. And so how can I tend to myself in a way that feels loving and supportive? So Thank you all. If you feel so moved to donate, we greatly appreciate it. It's in the comments below. Any amount is so appreciated, and it allows us to keep this free and to also provide scholarships for all of our programs. And we are here almost every Sunday, and when we're not able to attend, we replay old ones. So there's always a meditation here. And I loved being with you all, and I wish you a really beautiful day. Thank you.